This is the plaintiff, Cheryl Smalls Ward. She says she's been friends with the defendant for 27 years, but they are friends no more. She loaned him $20,000. He paid her back $19,000 of it, but she can't get him to pay back the last $1,000. So she's suing. This is the defendant, Keith Weston. He says he and the plaintiff dated, and once they split up and she got married, they remained friends. He did ask to borrow $20,000 from her, but she only gave him $19,000 of it. He paid her back the $19,000. He doesn't owe her any more money, and it's sad it's come to this after a 27-year friendship, but so be it. He's accused of shortchanging a friend.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff says she loaned her good friend of 27 years money, and the guy will not pay her back. Friend or no friend, she is suing him. But the defendant says the plaintiff is mistaken about the amount she loaned him, and he paid her back in full. It's the case of frenemies.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
All right. Ms. Ward, you're suing Mr. Weston for $20,000, $19,000 of which he's paid and $1,000 of which he still owes. All right, Ms.
Yes.
Ward, how is it you know Mr. Weston?
I know him from years ago,
Okay, so you've been friends for how long?
for 27 years.
Okay, when is it that he asks to borrow 20 grand from you?
He asked to borrow 20 grand from me at the highlight of the pandemic.
Okay.
As of September, like maybe August, we started talking about it. He was telling me he needed some money because he had several loans that he had to pay.
Okay.
And I lent him the money September the 2nd, 2020.
Okay, and now you loan him that money, and were there certain conditions? Like you had the foresight to create a promissory note, right? And was he
Yes.
supposed to pay you a certain amount a month?
Yes, he was supposed to pay me
And was that going to include interest or no interest?
no interest,
Well, that was nice of you.
of course.
Right. And so he pays you every month $1,000
Yes,
until the last 1,000.
yes.
And what does he do when the last 1,000 comes up?
He hung up the phone on me. I couldn't understand it, and I was trying to explain to him, what happened. And he hung up. He said, "I don't have no more money," and he just hung up the phone.
Did he say he didn't know it, or did he say, I don't have money?
He said, "I don't have no more money." First, I think he said, "I paid you your money," and then he said, "I don't have no more money," and he hung up the phone. So
It's so
That was it.
weird because he paid you 19
Yes.
20ths of it. What's
what I'm
going on,
saying.
Mr. Weston?
Okay, we've been friends, like she said, 27 years. We was in a relationship in the beginning. We, fell apart, but we were still friends for all the time. And she had loaned me money all through the years, and I always paid her back every penny. Now, in June of 2020, I borrowed some money for my daughter from her. I think it was $2,500. And I paid it back, and that was for my daughter. And when the day came, I did ask her to borrow $20,000. And
Why? What did you need 20 grand for?
I wanted to pay off the bank loan, charge interest, and I just pay her because we were good friends. Real good friends.
It costs her money to loan you money. Do you get that?
Yes, but all the things I do for her.
But do you understand that when someone gives you money and you're going to pay them back without interest, you have cost them money because they could be making money on that money. Even if even if interest rates aren't particularly high, they could still be making money on that money. And instead, it's in your hands not making anything, right?
Right.
Okay.
And I would be.
And what do you mean all the things you do for her? What is it you do for her?
Okay, I lavish her with nice gifts over the years. I took her on vacations with me. And, she didn't really help contribute to the vacations.
Okay.
And these vacations cost me a lot because we were good friends.
Okay, but you signed a promissory note saying you'd pay her back $20,000. You
That's
don't
right.
deny
After
that you only paid back $19,000. So what is your defense?
okay, the note says she's gonna lend me $20,000, but she only gave me $19,000, and I asked her where the other 1,000 was, and I don't think she gave me any explanation for the other 1,000.
She lied.
When did you count the money?
In the car, we were sitting in my car, and
So
she was right next to me.
the promissory note's right, it's 6 inches from your hand. And you signed that first, then counted the money?
No, I already had signed it and printed it up.
Right, but you signed it, you printed it out, it's in her
Yeah.
hands, and then she's giving you the money, right?
Well, no, she gave me the money first, and then she got.
Why didn't you count the money before you signed the promissory note?
She had to know.
He lying.
Ms. Ward, let me do my thing. Mr. Weston, why didn't you count the money before you signed it?
Because I believed that she was going to give me $20,000.
So she gives you the money, and then you sign, and then you count it when and find out it's short.
Right in front of her.
And so you say, where's the other 1,000? And the promissory note is 6 inches from your hand.
Right.
And so she says what?
I don't know. She didn't say anything, but I said there's only 19,000 here.
If you said that, then she said something. Because if someone has a promissory note in their hand for 20, she has to have said something.
Okay, when the time came when I paid her back the 19,000, she said I owe her $1,000 from a previous loan.
What are you talking about? You still owe her $1,000 on this loan. So why would she be talking about a previous loan?
Because she didn't give me $20,000 on this loan.
But if you make no sense, the woman is not only giving you the money you asked for, it's an enormous sum of money. It's the biggest loan I've ever had in front of me. And you end up not paying it, paying 19 and saying, oh yeah, 2 years ago when you gave it to me, you shorted me with no evidence whatsoever. And if you say, well, no, you owe me another 1,000 from another loan, that doesn't make any sense either because she's already got you on this loan. Then she should be suing for 2,000 if you owe her 1,000 on this one and 1,000 on some other one.
Okay, I guarantee you that she would tell you the truth that she only gave me $19,000.
Watch this. Ms. Ward, how much money did you give him?
$20,000.
Okay, how'd that go for you, Mr. Weston?
When you was in my car, you gave me $20,000.
Yes.
Okay. Next question, Mr. Weston. Can I ask you something? Is what's going on here that she gives you 19 and you're supposed to give her 20 and that's supposed to be the interest on it?
No.
Well, then I really don't get it. Because that at least I'd get. If she only gave you 19, why didn't you take back the promissory note and write 19, sir?
Mm-hmm.
She had that note in her pocketbook right away.
Oh, remember all those times I said, so the promissory note is 6 inches from your hand? And he agreed. Right. And you don't write her a text or an email or something saying, this is to document, yeah, listen, why did you short me $1,000? You got zero evidence of what you're saying. Zero,
Okay,
right?
You're correct with that. But you know what? I don't believe that she's going to lie. And
She
say
just said she gave you 20.
Cheryl, you've been honest all your life as I've known you. And you know you only gave me $19,000 in my car. But
Cheryl, how much money did you give him in your car?
$20,000.
Okay. How's that working out for you, Mr. Weston?
I'm not going to win then.
Mr. Weston, can I ask you a question? Why on earth would you sign the promissory note before you count the money?
Because I believe that she was giving me $20,000.
So the judge doesn't believe what the defendant has to say here, and she awards the plaintiff $1,000. She thinks the defendant definitely owes her the money. Mr. Weston, let me ask you something. $20,000 is an awful lot of money to ask somebody to borrow just off the cuff. How'd you get the nerve to do that? I mean, she didn't look like a bank.
I borrowed thousands and thousands of dollars from her before. And had no.
Why is she a very wealthy woman or something? She got a lot of money.
Yes, and basically I have a lot too. But at the time, I just got into I wanted to get rid of the bank loan, and with her helping me out, could make extra money, and I would make money for her, but she wouldn't even allow me because I'm a very good investor in the stock market.
Well, you may be a good investor in the stock market, but you're not a good person to lend money to and expect to get it all back. The judge says you owe her $1,000. How do you respond to that? What do you think about that?
She lied, though. She lied, but it's all good. But she told a lie because she knows she only gave me $19,000, and she lied with that smile on her face, knowing that she's gonna win the case because of the promissory note. And like I said, the note should have been changed at that moment that I counted the money. So,
Well, that's on you. That's your error there. That's a big mistake on your part. Okay? You made a
I'll
big
still
mistake.
be her friend.
All right, Ms. Ward, you're going to get the $1,000, but let me ask you a question. The next time he asks to borrow some money from you, are you going to give it to him?
Yes.
You are?
Yes.
Let me repeat that question again. The next time he asks to borrow money from you, will you give him money?
That's a joke. No, because he's a different person now. From the man that I knew years ago, he's a total different person. Sorry.
Okay. Well, you're getting the $1,000, and this is going to end it, right? No more borrowing. No more loaning.
No more borrowing. No.
Okay. I hope you've learned a lesson. Good for you.
I
okay?
did. I did.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You are so welcome.
Doug, even if you're good best friends, get everything in writing when money changes hands, and that includes when payment is made. It will preserve friendships and avoid a trip to court.
Do you have any pet names for each other? If you had to pick one thing that makes your marriage work, what would it be?
Pet names for each other. I probably am the only person who calls you this all the time. Instead of Marilyn, I usually call you Mari, which is short for Marilyn.
Yes.
M-A-R-I,
Actually, my
right?
parents used to call me that.
Right.
And Chrissy's boyfriend calls me that because he heard you calling me that.
Ah, that's right. Okay. And and what your pet name for me, besides idiot, is what?
I don't know. Idiot's a good one.
Yeah, you toss that one.
When we're both laughing about something you did. I don't know. Do I really have pet names for? I don't think so.
Not really, Poppy, Mommy.
I mean, we do the mommy poppy thing, but that's just a Hispanic thing.
Yeah. Yeah, once in a while.
What do you think? If you had to pick one thing that makes our marriage work, what would it be?
Well, I think we laugh a lot. Like constantly throughout the day. Yeah. And plus, I have a tendency, you and I both at home, we kind of talk in TV show and movie cliches all the time, throwing stuff at each other and
shared experiences that nobody else would understand.
No, anybody else would be like, what's wrong with that guy?
Right.
And they just go out the door. But thank God you stuck around. But I would say that, and we don't have a whole lot of secrets in our.
We have no secrets.
Same credit cards, same emails, same bank accounts, same
passwords.
Same passwords. I know your password, you know mine, because it's the same thing.
Because it's the same one.
To get into anything, and that's good. It helps to also build trust, I think, between us. But what about you?
No, I think you nailed it. You nailed it. That and you're good looking.
Yeah, you say that to all the boys. But also, don't stay mad at each other.
And don't stay mad.
Because you're gonna fight.
Yeah, we never stay mad at each other.
We fight as much as anybody else does.
Yeah, we fight more than anybody else does. But we don't stay mad at each other.
Exactly, we don't stay mad.